Hey, what's up, guys? This is Barber Basher. Just giving you a video on what I'm up to. I'm a basher. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not a spokesperson. I'm not getting one thing. All I'm doing is paying out. So I'm like you guys, just out there beating shit, jumping shit, loving it. As you can see, I'm really good at breaking shit. Really good. But I really love this machine, so I decided to go big. First, I went with the Dhawk aluminum bulkhead. A lot of guys are having big issues. I've been reading the forum, putting the beveled gears in here. I got the beveled gears in there, and they turn like butter, like super smooth. Sorry, guys. I mean, super duper smooth. And those are the bevel gears. What I did is I was mentioning on the forum that I was going to grind the back of the pinion because I noticed between the stock pinion and the new bevel gear pinion what the issue was. I also did a couple other things to this thing. I decked the bottom of this. I took off about 1.5 millimeters. That way it set a little bit better around these ports, and then I went and sanded this back edge off. That way it fits really nice. See, there's still, you can't really get a good shot at it. There's still a good amount of metal there. It looks like they went on the wrong side of the line when they did the casting. Let's see if it gets in there. Not really. Anyways, there's more than what it looks like left. And also, I got the Dhawk steering link. So, I've heard a couple guys on the forum saying that they had rubbing issues. So I wanted to take care of that also. So, I took care of that, and I decked it down. It fits better. And then, on the, let me see what I did with that. Oh, I'll just tell you about it. On the lower frame unit where the A-arms, I got the RPM A-arms going in. I didn't want to shave anything off this. That's, just a weak point. Taking this down isn't really causing a weak point at all. So I decided to leave this stock. And the thing is, this fits in the stock housing properly. This does not. Like I said, it's a little over. So I got that fit, just awesome. No bindage, no rubbing. I also rounded the edges over so in case any rocks ever got in there, it wouldn't really get bound up. I'm going to hit it with some paint before I put this thing together. But I just wanted to show you guys that the bevel gears don't even make a sound. And I use hydraulic oil, actually, hydraulic grease inside of this, and when I put the screws on, I've had a couple problems with my screws breaking, and I figured it was because of the hydraulic pressure. So now what I do is, anytime if I'm using diff oil or whatever, I fill it up to the top, and then I sink the screws down until they just barely snug around the ring gear, and then I tilt it up and I open the access port that goes in for the pin on the differential case. As I cinch it down, it pushes fluid out of it. That way I know it's not airbound and creating hydraulic pressure. As you cinch them down, you'll see it just a little amount will actually push more out. So I cinch it down, and then I dip the end of a tip in there, and take a little excess out for the screw the screw in, and it seems great. For the rear, we'll get to the rear now. Yeah, so that works. Let me show you what I was referring to, because I had to do it for my Vanquish. This right here is a stock pinion, and see how sharp the back edge is? That's because they, after they made this, they had to add a shim kit. Well, when they added the shim kit, they figured when they built the new beveled gear, they would take care of no shims required. But as you can see, that little step on the back side of the tooth, that's the issue. So what I did is I took a Dremel, get in there, Oh, sorry guys. Anyways, there's a little ridge on there. You see it right there. I took the ridge and I cut it 90 degrees flat with one of these. This is what I finished it off with. But I started with one of these small abrasive ones. But it worked awesome. Worked really good. Nailed it right on the nail on the head. I used a Dhawk spacer in both of these. The front I did not have to adjust, which is awesome. I did add two shims, two number 2000 shims on the back side. That way it pushes the pinion back. That's what we needed. Same thing with this. I used a Dhawk spacer, but I did actually have to bring it down quite a bit more because of the thickness of the 24 millimeter bearing. So yeah, that fits awesome. And look at this. I mean, smooth as effing butter. I mean, it's really, really, really super smooth, guys. It's see, the thing is I installed. Oh man, look at that! It just spins by itself. I like give it a little twist and it just turns. Yeah, this is awesome. So yeah, before what my problem was, I put the beveled ring gears in, and as soon as I started tightening these up, I couldn't even turn this thing at all. So then I was like, well, I'll just Loctite these, leave them out, you know, a half a millimeter, and let them wear in. And it didn't help. So I got down to the root of the problem. And I mean, this turns so easy, guys. Like, I'm flicking it with my finger. Awesome. But anyways, yeah, bevel gears and aluminum everywhere. So anyways, then the other big news. Well, I got the TSM Traction Stability Management because I needed a third channel because I have the 2-speed Dhawk transmission, and I'm really happy with it. I hooked the drill up, and I got to look at the ratio. I didn't take a tooth count actually, which is I just was too excited about getting it in there. I used a little bit of thread lock on a couple of the items in there. The rubber band that holds the pin in the back, I use Loctite on it, and I let it set dry, and then I put another dab on it so it holds that pin in there, and I'm not relying on just elastic band. But other than that, the gears seem very beefy, and the gear ratio I believe is 4-to-1 in first, and it is noisy. First gear is noisy in comparison. But anyways, oh, the other thing is, when I put this together, I lined the inside of it with a small bead out of one of my little creations here. I lined a small bead of RTV sealant. So I let that set up and get gummy, and I did the same thing for the base that this sits on. So I have a gasket made for that, and as well as you can also see, I had a problem with a little bit of leakage on my Vanquish rear end. So I just laid a bead of RTV sealant. Can't really see it. Yeah, there it is. So I laid a bead, and it's a little bit proud of the edge. And there's a lip right there, but the back of the case isn't, the back of the cover isn't routed out to fit inside that profile. It just clams up against the outside perimeter. There's no recess. So I had some water issues leaking in, killing bearings. So yeah, look, polish up the V. Gotta love it. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. I got the front Dhawk C-hubs coming. The whole works. I got the steering post, got the arm, got new ball balls, and I got a 11 pinion to go along with my first gear, my transmission. So I think I'm around 8 miles an hour topped out in first gear, which is insane. So looking at a lot of torque, crazy amount of torque. I also got a 20 tooth pinion coming. Don't know the high range gear ratio on this yet, but either way, we're looking at some crazy speed, and a 58 tooth pinion or 56 tooth pinion coming. So my ratio is going to be insane. And then I got the metal hardware for the upper. Oh, and I got 2 sets of these, the plus ones, and the aluminum seems really rugged. It's a lot better than the stock. And I ordered extra strength pins that are coming because I've had some pin issues. These links are nice too, man. I got the gunmetal links and everything. Most of my stuff's gunmetal, but they're really nice. And there's a lot more adjustment in length, and that also goes along with my builds that I have coming up. I'm making a crazy high clearance. I mean, I've already got a mock-up, and it's crazy high clearance. Yeti XL, full independent front rear, 4-wheel steer, high clearance. And I think I'm going to set it up censored. But that's all I got going on, man. Don't use grease on your bearings. That's all I can say. Peace.